Hello, it's Brianna again, here to give you my descriptive speech. Got my audience, my dad and mom, and they're going to watch me give the speech. Alright, here we go. Okay, so every year on the same day, you celebrate a very special moment in your life. What moment is that? It's your birthday. And I'm going to be talking about, my descriptive speech is going to be about a time where my parents decided to plan a surprise party for me. Most of the time, you know what day your birthday is, and you're going to plan your party on your own, but, sometimes your family wants to get in on it and do some planning of their own, and that's what my parents did, and like I say, that's what I'm going to be describing. So, here we go. So, my birthday is middle of September, September 25th, and so around mid-August or so, my parents decided to start planning. So they would spend a lot of time calling the parents of my friends, inviting them to the party, and all my friends were excited. They were ready to come and be and celebrate with me. And the plan that they had hatched was to rent out 2 large hotel rooms, adjoining rooms, one right next to each other, and the girls would stay in one part of the room and the parents would stay in the other. And how they would get me to the hotel was going to be, my dad is a tile worker, so they were going to say that he had to pick up some tile for his job. So that was the ruse of how they were going to get me to the hotel. So, but sadly, about a week or so before the party was to happen, I was sleeping, and throughout the whole night, I kept waking up and having to itch my fingers and my toes, felt like there were ants crawling around my bed all night. But when I woke up the next morning, I noticed some little bumps that had developed on my fingers and my toes. So we decided to call the doctor, and we made an appointment to have them check this out. Sadly, as I was getting ready to, I was sitting on the floor across from the bathroom where my mom was, tying my shoes, getting ready to go, and she was speaking with my dad, who was in their bedroom, laying on their big king-size bed, and she had said, what are we going to do about the hotel if what she has is contagious? So I got up, and I said, what hotel? And she was just beside herself. She looked at me and totally realized that she had unintentionally given away the surprise of the birthday. So she slammed the door in my face and started crying. I gave her a few minutes to calm down, and I told her, I said, Mom, look, birthdays are meant to be fun. Yeah, you kind of gave away the surprise, but I'll be surprised when we get there, I promise. I'll act surprised. And sure enough, I did, but I just wanted to reassure her that I would be surprised and everything would be fine, and I would have a blast. So the party day came. We went to the doctor, and they had given me some antibiotics, so everything was fine there. I was on my antibiotics for a couple of days, and I wasn't contagious, so it turned out fine. So we didn't have to cancel the hotel or anything like that. Everything went as planned. So party day came, and we were driving to the hotel, and we were walking up the stairs to go down the long hallway to get to the room, and I was jumping for joy, as you would expect a 10-year-old to be on their birthday, So, like I said before, there were 2 adjoining rooms. So we walked through the first room, and I thought that's where everyone was going to be. So I said, where is everybody? Because nobody came out and said surprise. So my mom nudged my shoulder. She said, be quiet, be quiet. So we went into the next room, and there's where everyone was. They jumped out, said surprise, and of course, like I said, I acted surprised, so it all went off without a hitch. And after about 5-10 minutes or so, we all said hi to the parents, and then the parents took off, and my girlfriends and I were talking and catching up and doing what girls do. But after a little while, it was dinner time, so we ordered a pizza, and after we had stuffed our faces with this large pepperoni pizza that we had ordered for dinner and had birthday cake, we decided to put on our bathing suits and head down to the enormous pool that they had at the hotel. So we did that, and while we were there swimming, we decided to play some games, and we played games such as Marco Polo, and we also had a cannonball contest where the girls would go on one end of the pool and my mom and dad were on the edge, and they would judge whoever had the highest splash. Each girl would jump in one after the other, and my parents decided who had the biggest splash, and then whoever did won the cannonball contest. So, so that was fun. We were in the pool probably about a half an hour to an hour, and then we decided to head back up to the room so that I could open up the gifts that I had gotten from the girls. So we got our towels and we made the journey back up to the room. And some of the gifts that I had received were I got a phone, a little purple cordless phone, which was every 10-year-old's dream to have her own phone, and a watch, and I also got a Britney Spears CD, and all kinds of other things, some clothes. So those were just some of the items that I had received for my birthday. And then once I had opened all the gifts, my mom and dad decided that it would be good that we watch a movie to kind of get our energy level down and calm us down a little. So we watched the Mary-Kate and Ashley movie, which was probably about an hour long, hour and a half. But sadly, after the movie was over, my friends and I, we had a huge renewal of energy because we were resting and sitting for an hour and a half. And so we decided to play some wild games in the hotel room, including charades, and then we also had a professional fashion show. Each girl would go into the bathroom and just wear what we were wearing, nothing special. We didn't have dress-ups. And my dad would announce each girl as they would come by, and we'd, strut our stuff and pose and do all that fun stuff. And then after that, it was getting kind of late, so my mom had said, girls, it's time to calm down and start to go to sleep. So we put in another movie, and by that time, after that movie was over, everybody was tired, so we just all decided to go to sleep. But then the next morning, the girls and I woke up, and we had a little breakfast while we were waiting for all the parents to come pick up the friends. And once all of my friends left, we packed up all the gifts and our clothes and everything, and we put everything in the car, and we headed back to the house where I was probably tired, so I took a nap. But but after we got home, that was pretty much it. I mean, we just got home and relaxed, and especially my parents, because they had to deal with a bunch of girls, 10-year-old girls, running around for 2 days, so they were tired. But so that was my 10th birthday party. So I hope you enjoyed my description. It was a lot of fun. It was one of my more memorable birthdays because of the fact that it was a surprise, but kind of got botched. But hey, I had a blast, and that's all that matters. And that's the point about birthdays, is that it's just the time where your family and your friends can come together and celebrate this important moment in your life. And it is a big moment. So I hope you enjoyed my speech, and I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. So thanks again, and we'll see you online soon. Thanks.